This arc just goes from good to better. This is Mega Man NG here, and today we're going to be talking about another Tales of the TMNT review. Today we're talking about the Crypt of Dracula. And yeah, when the episode started off after the opening scene, it's like a horror movie, and I love it. Here's the deal, I'll provide a summary as well as what I thought about the episode. But if you want the short version, I loved it. I really loved it. So let's begin. The Turtles and Renet arrive in Transylvania in search of Savanti Romero, who seeks out the Lord of Vampires himself, Dracula. Things get messy when Raphael bites more than he can chew and starts acting strange. Eventually, they learn that Dracula has bitten Raph. With the threat of Savanti on the horizon, the Turtles have more than they bargained for. Can they be able to save Raph and stop Savanti before he gets a new ally in his quest for world domination? Yep, we are now in part 2 of the 4-part Halloween arc. The setting now this time in Transylvania, home of the Lord of Vampires himself, Dracula. And there is so much I love about this episode. It is just making me squee with glee. For starters, we not only have vampires, we also have werewolves and the headless horseman. Not to mention atmosphere. There is so much atmosphere. It's like a horror movie. It's like, you know the Hammer films that are like with Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Mummy? Yeah, the Hammer films. They are just that good, and I feel that they really delivered on that job. It's a fitting tribute to the Dracula Hammer films, not to mention we got the werewolf, which is an added plus. I really like the episode a lot because it's the ultimate monster mash. The only difference is that all the monsters are pretty much fighting against the Turtles. What interests me is that Dracula for some reason knows Savanti. It's kind of weird, and I haven't seen the previous episodes where it involved Renet and Savanti, but if Savanti knew Dracula, then this would really make things very difficult. It's even more difficult when Raphael decides to turn against the good guys and join Savanti's forces as a vampire turtle bat, or rather a vampire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Or what's the right word? Oh yeah, Teenage Mutant Vampire Turtle. And seeing him turn into a turtle vampire bat is just absolutely scary. Oh, and the Mike Renee shipping stuff, it's downplayed for a very good reason. It's pretty much because, well, Mikey was concerned for Raph. And it actually does show. It's done pretty well. And you can't help but feel bad for him. Honestly, I only wish, or rather, I only hope that they be able to save him. Because honestly, the episode is just very good. There are so many good things about it. Sure, there's not much in action, but what makes up for it is the emotion and atmosphere. Right away, you can tell things are not very good. And the disguises the Turtles have are especially useful. I'm pretty much reminded, like I said, it was like reminding me of a Hammer film. And it was done pretty well. The creators really took a lot of risk with this episode, especially with stuff with killing werewolves. There was also a scene with the headless horseman. Yeah, seeing the headless horseman was just absolutely scary. I literally jumped a bit seeing it there, and seeing how it cackled evilly alongside its horses are just terrifying. It is just really scary, and I love it. I really do love it. Stinks that the Headless Horseman didn't make much of an appearance because most of the focus was on Dracula and the Wolfman. And yeah, surprisingly, the Wolfman is actually a father, and his kid is Esmeralda. Esmeralda. I wonder if this has a relation with the one from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't really know, but it is kind of interesting. Plus, if I can say it, yeah, the Turtles got their butts handed to them. Badly. And when I mean badly, I mean severely. These guys got beat. Last episode, they got beat by the Mummy. This time, they got beat by not only Vampire Raph, but also, oh jeez, the werewolf and Dracula himself. Which makes things really difficult now that Savanti has gained 2 allies. And what's going to happen next will be even more terrifying. I'm rating this a 9.5 out of 10. I love this episode so much. I really liked it. It was intense, emotional, action-packed, you name it. It was that good. But honestly, I worry now for the Turtles now that they're pretty much at a disadvantage. Savanti has now like 4 monsters by his side. And what happens next? Well, at the end of the episode, they head to the 19th century in Germany. Frankenstein, which is going to be interesting. Tomorrow, I'll be providing my reviews on Part 3. Frankenstein. I wonder how they're going to handle that. The only thing missing would be Peter Cushing as Dr. Victor Frankenstein. That would be pretty interesting, but who knows? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode review. I'm uploading these once a day except for Friday, because on Sunday I'll be reviewing the series finale, and it's going to be a big episode review. I mean that. So yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've seen it, please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys next time, or rather tomorrow, for my review on Part 3. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out. Booyakasha!